do you ever cringe behind the camera when the Sidemen are saying stuff to the girls and that?
I don't know how to feel about this one. It was the girl in the wheelchair.
One thing I think our viewers and our listeners will be really, really interested to hear is to chat through the series that the Sidemen do, which you're a part of, Sidemen Tinder.
Yes.
You shoot those?
Yes.
How long would you say they take to set up? Because they seem fairly simple. So I guess what I'm asking is like the intricacies of the lights and the sets and
Yes.
stuff. Your average person who's not involved in media, they may just assume that you just rock up, sell a few chat-up lines and go.
That's
So
right, yeah.
talk me through your day. Or
So I recently documented the third one.
did
on
you?
my
I haven't
channel.
seen that. I should have watched it.
And
Should've
a
done
lot
my
of
research.
people had that same feedback, like, wow, I did not know there were so many cameras and lights. Before, we used to shoot in YouTube studios a lot. YouTube studios is a place where creators can come in and shoot their content. So they have like a large black room, and I love that place. It's shut down now due to COVID.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to reopen it either.
Really?
Which is really sad, because there was a lot of other creators that would go in to use the space and network with each other.
Yeah, I used to film my original podcast there, the Chatmate podcast.
Right.
Yeah, gutted.
Yeah, so that studio will have lights and everything built in there. So I just rock up, put all the cameras up, happy days. Now we're going to different sets and just spaces with nothing there. So my day usually begins with meeting some of my crew at my studio. So I have a photography studio that I own and I rent out for other people to use, as well as using it as my own personal creator space. And I got my kit room there, and I'll take all the kit out. We'd load it up into cars or whatever transport we have that day. Sometimes we might not have parking on the day, so we'll take like an Uber or something.
You have to put all your kit into an Uber?
Yeah, we'd have to get XL ones, but it's a pain because a lot of the drivers complain. They're like, "Oh, I don't want this all." I'm like, but you're an XL. I've ordered an XL.
Is it because it takes so long to put all the stuff in?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to scuffing up their car. Maybe very careful.
What kind of gear you got? Like I don't want to know like the specifics, but like talk me through like 5 lights, 2 this, 2 that, because I won't know what you mean when you talk models.
All right. So first of all, what do lights go on?
Tripods, stands.
Yeah. C stands we've got. They are heavy as fuck, and once you have like 3 or 4 of them, it's just a mission trying to carry them up the stairs or anything. They're just awkward things, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've got tripods because the camera goes on tripods, and I invest into like the heavy, good tripods that don't. So if you knock it, don't have the little jitters. So I invest in the heavy duty ones. So they're pretty heavy. Get like a couple bags of them. Lights, I use a company called Nanlite. I love their stuff. And
so they're not box lights.
They're like square cubes, right? But they're LED now.
Okay.
So there's a lot of LEDs lighting technologies.
Or LED, as I call them.
Got a bunch of them. And then you see the big circular things that go on the lights. They're called soft boxes. So they diffuse the light. So like in here, you don't have any on. So our skin might look quite harsh.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to soften out
Slag
and
off
look
the
a bit
shoe,
more beautiful, you'd put a softbox on there.
Okay.
But it's fine. You've got a very confined space, and you've done very well to work with the space you have. And I was geeking out about the cameras. I really like them.
The cameras you use on shoots like that, do you use cameras like the one you've got here, or do you use like the big cameras?
So I've got a camera called Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera. It's not a pocket camera at all.
It's a beast.
It's quite big. But when they first released their first models, they were quite small, and they've got bigger. I don't know why they still call them that. But those, I love using them for studio shoots, and they give like quite a nice TV production feel. Anything you see on the go when we're out on the streets, I tend to use mirrorless cameras. So this is a Sony A7S Mark III. Whack a wide lens on there, and for a street setup, we'll probably take this off. And then this is how we vlog with them on the street.
Oh,
just
right.
like with a camera like this.
Oh, and they'd have their own mic.
And they'd
be
have,
mic'd up.
the sound is so important to get right. And like when you watch one of the first Tinder videos, the sound on there is awful. We did have mics, but we also didn't have an editor just dedicated to mixing the sound really well.
Okay.
Now we have that on the team. So a guy called Johnny, shout out to Johnny. He does an amazing job week in and out. And that's why you hear the sounds all perfect.
Yeah,
these
and their
days.
Reactions, the other boys and that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, for like street on the go videos, we do something light and easy for us to carry. Because imagine carrying like a TV broadcast camera where you have to you have to manually focus, and
Yeah.
because the cameras that we use for the studio shoots, you have to manually focus, and they take a bit more care.
Mm-hmm.
We take about 2 hours to set up
Okay.
cameras.
It's quite a
And
lot for like just people just talking, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a mukbang video, right?
Yeah.
I'll have like a slider, I'll have another 4 or 5 cameras. We'll set that up, we light it all nice. The set gets built by, we have a set designer, and she comes in and helps us make it look pretty. So if you watch the recent mukbang where it was like, I forgot what it was called, 10,000 versus $100 mukbang.
Okay.
So we created like a split.
Yeah.
We had to hire in like a big garbage can in the background and like a fancy looking bar for the other one. So that gets all set up as we're setting up the cameras. And then, yeah, the boys just come in, sort of mic them all up. That takes about 15 minutes or so. Tell them to sit down, roll the cameras, and then just make sure the cameras don't stop rolling or anything corrupts.
My
on the
heart
day.
would be going so far. Like you've got a lot of pressure on your shoulders, haven't you?
Yeah. There's also unexpected moments that come through every now and then.
Yeah,
Like on that mukbang shoot, they decided to get in the bin and start rolling it around the set. So I was like,
Your cameras are like, oh, no.
so I was like, right, great. I'd love to see a camera in there. So I just quickly like grab my GoPro. I'm like, oh, here, like take that,
Yeah.
and then they'll just record it.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that just started recording.
How awkward is it being in the room and behind the camera when those guys GoPro?
Oh, SD card error.
Oh,
See?
what are the
See?
chances?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Unexpected
That's
things
where I have
pop
my
up.
other backup camera.
How many cameras do you carry
Look
around
at
with
this
you?
one, this
You've just
one.
flicked that out like Rambo flicks a knife out.
That one.
What is
It's just-
that?
Well, it just, you know how Iron Man has his center thing?
Yeah.
I just have like a camera.
How's that sticking on you?
Yeah, it's because I've got embedded a magnet into my chest.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. This camera comes with like a necklace.
Oh
It's got
wow.
like a magnet on it. There you go. But you
Oh,
put it
tha-
under your shirt, and you've always got something to mount a camera on.
That's smart.
Yeah. So
You're-
if I don't have any hands available, sometimes I just stick this little camera on, click roll, like that.
And that's recording now.
That will record in, yeah.
So what's the quality of a camera that small?
2K.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not terrible.
Fucking hell, you're like
Yeah.
a Swiss Army man.
There you go. Put that back in there.
I like
boom.
how it's better than a standard 1080 like TV.
Yeah, I'm
and still
telling
at
you,
2K, not terrible.
Yeah. You've got so many.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought
You've
so
brought
many
3
cameras with me
cameras.
today. I'm off duty, so I've only got 3. Is that right?
Do you ever get awkward when like do you ever cringe behind the camera when the sidemen are saying stuff to the girls and that? Like, I know it's all funny and that, but I cringe
Can't
as
even
a,
remember. Yeah,
I cringe as a
sometimes.
viewer.
There was I don't know how to feel about this one. It was the girl in the wheelchair,
Yeah.
and like JJ's line was hilarious. All
Yeah.
right, we can't say it wasn't.
Yeah,
Right, it was. He had the balls to say it,
yeah,
and I'm like, then I have to go and take the mic off the girl and be like, hey, because I speak to them like before they come into the room.
mm-hmm.
Usually give them all a brief and be like, hey guys, have you seen the videos? Do you guys know what you're getting yourself into? Remember, it's all fun and jokes. Don't be afraid to give it back to them as well.
Yeah.
Feel free to insult them, do whatever you want. I think on one of the second Tinders, I was like, JJ's it's a bit touchy about his weight right now. So I was like, so as much as you can poke at that would be great. That will get us great content.
I thought he was about to say like, don't mention that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to let them know I'm on their side. I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to enjoy the process as well. So, but it is intimidating as a when you walk in and you just see like guys just lined up, and
Fair
it's
play to the
intimidating.
girls as
yeah,
well.
big
Yeah.
shout out to them because it takes guts to.
Yeah. I like how you've got the short straw of having to say like it's all a joke.
Yeah.
They can just come in and say what they want.
Well, if they really do, which we haven't had issues of, because they know they do get told what they're getting themselves into beforehand. They
Yeah.
get shown examples now of previous videos, which is great
Okay.
because we've got others to show them. You know.
Yeah.
Just show Stephen tries going, oh, pancake day. And then you're like, okay, yeah.
Didn't he say that to Els the
Els,
Witch?
yeah.
the Witch?
Well, I think that's fine because that's another YouTuber knowing that you're here to make content.
Yeah.
So
How are the girls cast? Do you cast the girls?
no, so that will be up to our producer as well, and she will contact talent agencies that have people on their books.
Oh right.
So even if you wanted to sign up to an agency, you tell your agent, I want to do this type of work,
Mhm.
like, or I want to do modeling, I want to do dancing.
Mhm. If I tell an agent I want to do modelling, I'll be fucking told. I'll be laughed out of the room. Let me tell you,
You never know. They might send you to model.
hands.
Anything away from the
Yeah.
face.
No, but you'll see in some adverts, you'll see just normal-looking people.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
You're normal looking.
I had this system in my mind that I'm never gonna lose too much money. But that was the lowest point. You know, getting up at 7:30 in the morning to get on your phone to check out greyhound racing in Australia
What?
that you're not even watching.